Coming down to the finish. Can Warpass hold on? Here's Talavacati to take it in the final stride.
Next up, we're going to take a look at the horse that everyone is talking about. That is Big Brown. We're going to take you back to May. It's first Saturday in May for the Kentucky Derby, and you're going to watch once again the tremendous move that Big Brown puts on his rivals.
And then Colonel John comes on the scene late as the field turns for home at the top of the stretch. And it is Big Brown who rolls open now to a 3-length lead. 8,000 second recapture the glory. They start Talavacati is front in the final furlong of the Kentucky Derby. And it's going to be Big Brown bounding home to a convincing win in the Run for the Roses. It is Big Brown by 5 on the wire. The filly 8 miles was second. Dennis of Court came from 20th to be third under the line.
Time now for Sport of Kings Trivia. Here is today's trivia question. Tell me the official Belmont Stakes flower. Dogwood, White Carnation, Black-Eyed Susan. Make your choice. We'll tell you the answer in just a moment. Don't go away. The Sport of Kings will be right back. Time now for the answer to today's trivia question. Of course you knew the traditional flower of the Belmont, White Carnations. The winner's blanket requires approximately 350 carnations, glued to green velveteen spread, and weighs between 30 and 40 pounds. Time to get a heads up from Hastings' own Mike Heads.
Well, this Saturday is going to be a great afternoon here at Hastings, as, of course, our on-track feature will be the Johnny Longman 6000, named after one of the greatest riders of all time. We've got a great field assembled. With True Metropolitan back in Toronto, things are going to be very interesting now as Spaghetti Mouse, Sir Gallivic, Chicane, B.R. Remark, they all get a shot to perhaps win a stakes race. It is a mile and a 16th. I'm going to lead to Sir Gallivic. I'm hoping he got enough out of that sprint run. I know he lost to B.R. Remark last time going 6.5, but perhaps needed the run. So I'm going to say that Sir Gallivic maybe just edges out Spaghetti Mouse. I'll put in B.R. Remark for third, but either way, it should be a great race. And speaking of great races, the Belmont Stakes. Can Big Brown pull it off? It should be a lot of fun to watch him and Casino Drive as they drive for history. I'm going to say Big Brown does it. Not going to get rewarded handsomely for backing Big Brown, but I think you're going to see history this Saturday as Big Brown will win the Belmont Stakes. He won't win by 31 lengths, but I think he'll win by quite a few. For more information on our Hastings live races, as well as simulcast selections, please go to our Hastings Racecourse website.
Our race of the week for today is the $50,000 Senate Appointee. It's for top-class fillies and mares. They're going a distance of 6.5 furlongs. Let's watch the Senate Appointee.
Lady Raj is owned by Glenn Todd and Patrick Kinsella. Lady Raj is coming off a recent sprint victory at Hastings and will be looking to rein in her stablemate today.
She's not a sprinter, and 6.5 furlongs just isn't quite long enough, even though she won an optional claiming race. When they stretch out, she's a lot better horse than she was last year.
Napa is owned by Swift Thoroughbreds. Napa has a great late kick, and that'll come in handy if there's a speed duel today.
Don't look too bad on form sprinting, but yeah, no, I'd like to see some speed, and hopefully we can pick up the pieces.
Pata Gold is owned by Ben Zanari. Pata Gold would prefer a longer race, but she fits in with this group just fine.
It's a tough race for my filly. The horse, Mr. Terry Yoder and Trey Taylor, they always have the best horses. But they have the speed. I hope that they set up the race good for me. I come up from up the pace. I hope they get a piece of them.
Alpine Garden is owned by Peter Redekop. Alpine Garden is coming off a poor performance in Alberta, but she's working well coming into this race.
I like her chances real well tomorrow. She was in heat in season when she was in Alberta, and we've dealt with that, and I expect her to run very well.
Windstorm is owned by George Gilbert. Windstorm will be setting the pace today and looks to add to her impressive record.
She's been working pretty good. I worked her last week, and she plays pretty good in 25 and change. I don't know, it's going to be a little bit hard to beat Mario's horse, but I think I'm going to try to set a little bit off the pace and just make one run.
Holy Nova is owned by Glenn Todd and Patrick Kinsella. Holy Nova is no stranger to the winner's circle with better than a 50% win record.
Holy Nova probably just sit off the pace. There's enough speed in there. She'll probably sit off and come at the end. And Terry's always got his horses ready to run, so it won't be a walkover.
You Rock Gal is owned by Sandland Stable. You Rock Gal is one of the few BC breds in today's race, and she's almost always hitting the board.
We do believe in the filly. She's shown some good races here as well as down south. We're just hoping for a little tighter racetrack than we got to run on last time, and we think we'll do pretty well.
And now let's enjoy this strong field of fillies and mares. They're going 6.5 furlongs in the Senate Appointee.
There they go. Field of 7, fillies and mares sent on the way in the Senate Appointee. And Patagold, Windstorm, Holy Nova, and You Rock Gal. These 4 vie for the early lead. Alpine Garden in 5th, Napa 6th, and Lady Raj is the early trailer. Under the line now, Hoverson puts a pedal to the metal, and You Rock Gal takes command. You Rock Gal into the turn now by a length. Patagold second by a head. Right there on the outside is Holy Nova in 3rd, and she's 3rd by 4. Windstorm, Alpine Garden. Then we have Napa, Lady Raj the trailer, 10 off the lead. Opening quarter, 22 flat as they race down the backstretch now. You Rock Gal leads it by a long neck. Holy Nova shadowing her on the outside. It's Patagold in 3rd, Windstorm 4th, Alpine Garden, Napa, Lady Raj is the trailer. They've reached the far turn, the half, 45 and 4. And You Rock Gal continues to lead it. Holy Nova right there. Windstorm now asks for run in 3rd. Patagold, Alpine Garden, Napa, Lady Raj the trailer as they turn for home in a Senate Appointee. It's Holy Nova now taking command. Holy Nova, You Rock Gal, Windstorm, Alpine Garden, and Napa. The Senate Appointee to Holy Nova. She wins it by 2 1/4. You Rock Gal second. Windstorm.
Philly Lamb, she's around here. I know her. I think she feels comfortable with me too, so we're a great couple.
Tom, she's a nice filly, and he does a great job with her. And he was looking back at the quarter pole, and I knew then he had him. When he starts looking back, he's got him.
Don't go away. The Sport of Kings. We'll be right back.
Today on our Vancouver Province Salute to the Champions, we pay tribute to the 30-year anniversary of a Triple Crown winner. We do this by taking you back to the year 1978 for the Belmont Stakes. It brings together perhaps one of the greatest rivalries in all of horse racing history. That's between Alydar and Affirmed. During their 10 races, Affirmed won 7. Of those 5, they were decided by a half a length or less. They also raced a total of 10 miles and 5/16, with Affirmed getting the edge by a mere 4.5 lengths. Amazing races.
The Salute to the Champions is brought to you by the Province Sports, where you can read Tommy Walski's column, Hoss Talk, every Friday. The Province Sports, it all starts here.
And they're off. That's Affirmed going out for the lead. Then Judge Advocate Alydar is away well on the inside. Then Noontime Spender and Darby Creek Road. They move for the first turn. Affirmed has the lead by a half length. Judge Advocate on the outside in second by a half length. Along the rail, it's Alydar in 3rd, followed by Noontime Spender and Darby Creek Road. They move into the turn, and Affirmed going along easily on the hand ride, 3/4 of a length. Judge Advocate tucks into second by a head, but Alydar won't settle for that and moves alongside. And it is Alydar who's going up now to challenge that pace. Then it's a gap of 3 lengths back to Noontime Spender, and finally Darby Creek Road. They went the first quarter slow, 25 seconds. They move to the backstretch. Affirmed managing the lead by 1 length. Alydar is a very close second by 3/4. Then Judge Advocate 3rd by a length and a half, and Noontime Spender in 4th. Darby Creek Road is 6 lengths off the pace. 50 seconds for a half mile. Now we've got a speed duel beginning to develop. On the inside, Affirmed on the outside, Alydar, and those two are letting out all stops. They're going on out together. Affirmed along the inside, Alydar on the outside, heads apart as they move down the back stretch. Then they've opened 6 lengths on Noontime Spender and Judge Advocate, and the trailer is still Darby Creek Road. 3/4, however, went in 1:14. The pace is still slow. They're moving into the turn. Affirmed holding ahead in front, and Alydar on the outside is challenging again. It's Affirmed by ahead on the turn. Alydar is second by 4.5. Along the inside, Judge Advocate, Noontime Spender, and Darby Creek Road now beginning to pick up the pace. 3/4 went in 14, a mile in 37.2. The pace is increasing as they come to the head of the stretch. It is still Affirmed as they come to the quarter pole. He's holding on to a head lead. Alydar is outside of him and challenging that lead. The two are heads apart, and Alydar's got a lead. Alydar put ahead in front, right in the middle of the stretch. It's Alydar and Affirmed battling back along the inside. We'll test these two to the wire. Affirmed under a left-hand whip. Alydar on the outside driving. Affirmed and Alydar heads apart. Affirmed's got a nose in front as they come onto the wire.
Okay, that's it for this edition of the Sporting Kings. But before we leave you, we got to remind you that today is Belmont Saturday. We could be seeing a Triple Crown winner also in the afternoon. So remember, if you want to watch this race the right way, you come out to Hastings Racetrack with your friends, watch and wager, and perhaps go home a winner. Now, as far as those winners, I got to give you mine. Stephanie, Mike, they picked Big Brown. I'm going to give you a long shot, rather the upset. That would be Casino Drive. My exacta, Casino Drive over Big Brown. Enjoy the weekend, and we'll catch you next time around.